McDavid. Moves in, McDavid goes upstairs! What a goal!
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 1 of this NHL 20 Journeyman franchise mode on, well, NHL 20. Starting off, guys, before we actually jump into this Journeyman franchise mode, I do need to show you that we are on a completely new, this is the most up-to-date rosters. That's what we're currently going to be using. That's going to be our active roster. If it loads, it's just downloading right now. So that's what we're going to be using. As you can probably tell by the thumbnail of the video, you know what team we're going to be using, but I do need to explain to you what Journeyman is first. So for those of you who don't know, Journeyman is when you go around and you pretty much just try to win with as many different teams as possible. Journeyman being that you're not winning just with one club, you're winning with multiple. So jumping into the franchise mode now, as you guys saw by the thumbnail, I did decide to go with the Winnipeg Jets. I feel that they are, one of the most adept teams as far as winning a cup goes. They're going to be fairly close. They've had some playoff success in the past. So we're going to go with it almost sounds like Japanese or something if you go Yos, Etanyos. But no, we are going to go all the way over to Winnipeg here. Obviously, they got some really good forwards. Defense is lacking a little bit, but importance of success, as you can see, is quite high there. If we look at these other teams that haven't won a cup. So, guys, the other teams that haven't won a cup, I'm going to go through them. Vegas has not won a cup, obviously. Vancouver has never won a cup. Their importance of success is incredibly high. St. Louis just did. San Jose has never won a cup, so they were up there. I was debating whether or not to use them. Ottawa obviously has never won a cup. They'd be more of a rebuilding team, so we're going to let them do that on their own while we try to win with other teams. The other team that hasn't won here is Nashville. Again, I don't think they quite have what it's going to take. So that's why I haven't chosen them. Minnesota has never won. They've actually got a fairly decent core, but they're getting old right now for sure. The Florida Panthers have never won. They got a really good group of top players there. And besides that, Columbus as well. I was very tempted to go with Columbus because they've got a very good lineup of players, young and old. And then Buffalo, I believe, is the last team, or second last. There's one other. I was very tempted to go with Buffalo as well because, Eichel, Skinner, Ristolainen, Dahlin, there's some really good players. And then the Arizona Coyotes, we're going to let them do a bit of rebuilding on their own as well. But for now, the Winnipeg Jets are going to be the team we go with. We do have 11 different targets here of teams we are going to try to win with. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get all of them done. We might end up getting fired from one or two, but we got a 25-year span. We're going to try to do what it takes to get this done. Fantasy drafts off. GM firing is going to be on because we might end up getting ourselves fired on purpose if we win a cup with a certain team. I'd probably just end up screwing up the lines doing something like that. Fog of War is going to stay off. Player morale is going to be on. CPU trades is on. And then that is it. Just going through looking at the rules and settings here quickly. As far as quick settings go, I play 5-minute periods, but that's just me. I have difficulty set to all-star, so it's less tempting for me to actually jump in and play any games. Trade difficulty is going to be on medium because you guys have left comments on that in the past. And then game sliders, we are going to change just a bit. When you see custom for the gameplay, it's just going to be the fact that injury occurrence is down to just 5% rather than 50%. Because I don't like injuries, and it really sucks when you're just constantly sitting there trying to sim and hitting replace player, assistant coach replaces player. We're going to leave the salary cap on to keep this as pretty much as realistic as possible. The injuries might be not as realistic, but The rules for Journeyman here are that we are going to try to get a cup for every franchise. Without a cup in a 25-year franchise mode span, it's going to be difficult for sure. But we're going to keep track of all of it, and we're going to see if we can get a couple done here pretty quick. I don't know how many years we have left with the Winnipeg Jets. I believe it sets you to 3 instantly, but I'm not entirely sure. And the other thing I wish there was I wish you could like negotiate your contract with teams. It's just they offer you teams and you get to choose one. That's how it works. So that's too bad. Let's go take a quick peek at the team here. If you guys don't know Winnipeg's lineup, it is quite strong. We're going to leave the head coach off. We're going to be doing most of this. They actually got a lot of elites now that I look at it. So they got Blake Wheeler's obviously a very good player there, power forward. He is 33, but he's still the captain. Mark Scheifele's 26, Liney's 21, Kyle Connor's only 22. Brian Little's getting up there in age, but Nick Ehlers is a very good player. Perreault's not bad. Lowry's pretty good. Kopp is very good. And then Roslovic's got some decent potential for a 25th overall pick. And then who else? They got Logan Shaw in there right now as far as scratched players go, all defense. Big surprise there. Actually, these guys have been actually getting some playtime, funny enough, because of the injuries in Winnipeg and the missing defense and all that stuff. So the defense is going to be the biggest problem here, no question. Honestly, we're not that poor off. Like we are going to need to put some more attention into the blue line. So we could go Pioink and Morrissey, but I just don't think that's a good idea. And Beaulieu is probably going to have to be a third or fourth line kind of defender. If we go like that, no. I was going to say, do we get 3 chemistry? No. So Lucas Spiza is kind of going to be a guy we're looking to replace. Kulikov, I think, is good enough. But Spiza is going to be moving out for Beaulieu. And then, I mean, we can look at our AHL system because we have certain guys like Heinola is actually a pretty decent defender. I don't know if he's going to get into our team this season, but he will be in the next year or two. Sami Niku is a pretty good 7th round pick, I have to say. As far as their offense goes, Appleton's there. Vesalainen's an elite, so he could be up in the team quicker than we think. Besides that, I don't think there's a ton of potential in this AHL team. A couple medium 9s, but that's about it. Yeah. And then in goal, in the AHL, we really got no goalies. In the NHL, however, Brossois a high starter. I mean, he's 26, but still. We got Hellebuck and Brossois. He's a 5th rounder too. Oh my gosh, okay. So these guys are both going to be good. We do not have to worry about goaltending. It's really just defense at this point. So, I think that's what we're going to go out and do for the first season here is we're going to try to trade for defense. We might end up moving a guy like Vesalainen. These are 2 CGI players, or CGPs, computer-generated players, yeah. I don't know about any of these other guys. Not really going to worry about the draft too much, to be honest. Obviously, there's going to be some decent computer-generated players. We'll get the scouting done and that kind of stuff. But I'm just going to cut it quickly as I do my scouting before we sim to the regular season. And then we'll probably make some trades just before the regular season starts. Okay, guys, so I've got my scouting done. But when we go to propose trades, just looking at the value on our team. Okay, I know how to propose a trade. Yeah, okay, I get it. Okay, so the areas of strength is definitely in the wings. And that's about it. We could really use, see, Vesalainen, I'm tempted to trade, man. I'm very tempted to trade. Or maybe we could move, Line over to the left wing. Possibly, just to get him scoring more. That's a possibility. So, yeah, Vesalainen might be some trade bait. We will see. But by the looks of it, the teams who actually have good defenders up on their trade block, doesn't look like there's a lot right now. Like a Jared Spurgeon would be sick. There's no rules for who we can or can't trade for. Vatanen maybe. Who else in here's got good defense? I mean, Arizona. If we're trying to win right now, which we are, then Arizona might not be a bad option. We could see what Vatanen. Okay, like he's looking decent. How much cap space do we have? Right now, not much. We got like 1 million. So who's getting overpaid in our system? Because there are a couple guys. Like Kulikov's 4 million. That's not gonna work. Guys like that, that's just not gonna work. Yeah. Shoot. So Brian Little's getting paid a lot too. My God, these are some bad contracts, I have to say. So, okay, guys. I'm gonna try to trade for Hjalmarsson instead because honestly, like this is not working with any of the other teams I'm trying to trade for. We could go with Demers because he's only 4 million. There's no extensions on most of those players, so that's good. Yeah, because Goligoski's a little bit older and a little bit more expensive. Okay, so we're gonna somehow try to clear up 8 million in cap space. I don't know where exactly we're gonna find that money, but we're gonna try it. Like right now, I'm kind of feeling Brian Little doesn't stand much of a chance with our team, but okay, so let's try Kopp, Kulikov. That's 6. And we somehow need to clear another 2. Is there a Perot down here? Oh yeah. What if we keep Kopp, but we go Kulikov and Perot? Why is it for next year? It's a pain in the ass when it's like next year. No, this year. We're trying to win a cup this year. Like, God. Okay, so let's try Kopp and freaking Perot. Like, I do not appreciate that, but that's the way it's working. See, that would go, but now I would like another forward in return. By the means of, like, I don't know, a rookie of some kind. Or not maybe a rookie, but like a younger kind of player. Like someone who fits our system, too. All forward lines. Christian Fisher, how you doing, buddy? Okay, so we're going to try this trade. It's a big-ass trade. And I don't want to... hurt, what do you call it, Arizona's rebuild here. But, like, we do need something in return. Like, we can't... I'm not going to sit and try to cherry pick... we could try to, like, take picks off of them, but that's honestly not going to help their rebuild. So if this doesn't go, then we will send them... Okay, it does. Okay. We are getting rid of 2 very decent forwards here and a half-solid defender, but we are picking up 2 much better defenders, which we really need. So I think we're gonna do this. We're gonna take this right now. So Pullman's gonna go down. Big deal there. Assistant GM's best roster. Let's take a look and see. Changes our status right away, which is a very good sign. And honestly, the only thing I could see us improving on maybe a little bit could be like our, what do you call it? Could be our centers. But overall, like, I'm not worried. Not worried at all with this team. Does anybody particularly fit the first line better? Maybe Ehlers, but it's not going to be enough for extra chemistry. Yeah. So I think that's going to be good. Like, we're going to leave that. Hjalmarsson and Bufflin is huge. It's a great pairing. What about if... Okay, so Demers on the third pairing somehow works better. Honestly, I'm kind of feeling like Puink might be moving here. Simply because the chemistry is not really there. I'm kind of stuck on what to do here. I think we're gonna leave it like that. Bull U somehow gets that much extra chemistry. Okay. That does not make sense, but okay. What do we need for pairing 2? We need hold line and balanced. Yeesh. So maybe we move Puink. That's what I'm feeling right now, but I'm not entirely sure. So, we're gonna try a trade. I'm not entirely sure who for, like who we're gonna pursue. But preferably a defender who fits our second pairing would be nice. But Vatanen's too much money and doesn't fit. There really are not a lot of options at the moment. So I think we're just going to stick with the team we have for now. We're going to start the simulation. We're going to go 21 games, I believe. 21 games into the season. And then go from there. See how things start to look. But, yeah, I don't know how it's going to go exactly. But, you know, you got a good team to start off Journeyman here for sure. I'm very excited to get this going, get the sim going, because I think this Winnipeg team with the boosted defense is going to be enough to do well. I'm not sure if they're going to do spectacular, but they're going to be decent for sure. Like a championship status team, they should be performing. Are you kidding me? I scouted all these guys. Oh, that would be my Xbox cut out for whatever reason, so now we have no scouting on any of these guys. Awesome. Okay. So you know what? Like, I just let the. I'm just gonna let the system do it. The draft is not one of our main concerns right now. One of our main concerns is winning. So we're going to simulate the first half of the season. I think in this episode we're gonna do 21 games. I'll jump in and talk, see how we're doing, then do another 20 games or so. We'll be at 41, and we'll see how it's looking and if we're gonna wrap up the episode there. So guys, a quarter of the way through the season, 21 games. The Winnipeg Jets are currently sitting, let's see, probably around 4th or 5th in the NHL with 28 points in 21 games. We currently are 13-6-2. Mark Scheifele is leading the team with 6 goals, 16 assists for 22 points in 21 games. And we are going to simulate another, let's see, I guess 20 games. And then we'll be at halfway through the season, and we might call it there. Depends on how we're doing. Okay, guys, so halfway through the season now. We are currently, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3 teams ahead of us. We are currently 4th in the NHL with a 26-13-2 record, 54 points. Mark Scheifele has 47 points in 41 games. And, I mean, the team's performing well. We have a very good group of guys. And they're doing what they need to. Connor Fisher's jumped up 2 ratings since joining the team. He fits the system absolutely perfectly. Like, look at that. Look at that. We could throw him on the other lines and he'd be fine. That's sick. That's what we like to see. So, who else is putting up? He's got 28 points. He's got 27. Wheeler's got 39. Shifley's got 47. And Laine's only got freaking... Oh my gosh, that's bad. He's only got 34 points, man. I was really hoping Laine would be scoring a little more. But I think he is leading our team. 17 goals. Yeah, that's not that many, man. Halfway through the season, he's only on pace for 34. Hellebuck is the reason why we are winning so many games. Look at that. 22 wins in 34 games. That's high numbers right there. Very impressed. 3 shutouts as well. And then, as far as the defense goes, Bufflin's the one putting up the points for us there. 11 goals and 16 assists. Nobody else really anywhere near those numbers, to be honest. So even at 34, Big Buff still being the reason why this team is finding success. I think we're going to sim to the end of the season now, guys, because we're halfway through. We have our projections. So as long as we can finish top 4 in the league, I'm going to be super happy with the performance. And we're going to sim the next 41. And I will be back with you guys at the end of this season to end off episode 1. So guys, we are just coming up to the draft deadline. And we have gotten a pretty decent trade offer here from the Vancouver Canucks. We're not really so worried about the draft. We're more worried about just doing well in the playoffs. So, Tanev's a very good option as a defensive defenseman, and same with Dylan DeMello. So we're going to strengthen our defense even more, even though I'm sure there's some Winnipeg fans who love Logan Stanley. We're gonna accept this trade. I'm actually gonna try to go a 4th rounder instead of a 3rd. See if we can save a little bit of a pick. Okay, well we can't. Let's try going a 4th rounder next year. See if that goes, and it does. So there we go. Okay, guys. So to end off the NHL season, we fall just short of the President's Trophy. Mark Scheifele scores 92 points in 82 games. What a monstrous season. That's exactly what we needed. First episode here from the Jets. That's really good. So the team that actually one-upped us here was the Pittsburgh Penguins. Yeah, it's a good team. So not exactly upset about that. I mean, that's the way things are sometimes. Good goalie Matt Murray, but if we take a look at our team, I did make that trade for Tanev, so I mean, that could have helped possibly, or it could have not with the scoring. Really depends. Blake Wheeler hit a 90. Mark Scheifele hit a 90. And Laine went up to an 88 at just 21 years old. My gosh, okay. I mean, looking at this team for the future, what they definitely need is some more centers. Some top-end centers, but they're still looking really good. I mean, Hjalmarsson helps. Same with Tanev, same with Demers. So, yeah, very, very good season there. 71 games played for Hellebuck. He won almost 50. Well, he won 42. But 6 shutouts on the year for Hellebuck. That might be the league lead. Let's just check out these stats to end off the season. So, I mean, we won the Central, so that's big. But for the entire league, oh no, we also got passed by the Philadelphia Flyers. So we finished 3rd with 49 wins, 27 losses, and 6 overtime losses. If we look at goals for, we were 2nd, okay. Edmonton Oilers right up there. If we look at goals against, we're nowhere to be seen. So our defense was, lowest goals against, we were, that's not great. Okay, so we were not even in the top, 12. We gave up quite a few goals by the looks of it. Maybe not. I just missed our team. Where are we? Oh, there we are. Okay, so no, we weren't terrible, but yeah, definitely not great there as far as defense goes. As far as power play percentage goes, Pittsburgh was the best on the power play. And then if we look at penalty killing percentage, the Rangers, wow, okay. So yeah, that's kind of how the teams looked. We did phenomenal, especially with the players we had. So Wheeler had 91 as well. My gosh. So those guys just consistently getting assists on each other's goals. That's huge. For the entire league, Scheifele and Wheeler right up there, but still McKinnon, Crosby, Draisaitl, McDavid, and Patrick Kane wins the scoring title. Interesting. But no, that makes sense. Mikko Rantanen just like, yeah, no, he's playing on another level, but so are a lot of these guys. Like DeBrincat got up to an 87. My gosh. Okay. Anyways, that's it for the scoring. And to end off this episode, we are going to check out who we are playing in the playoffs. I believe it's going to be St. Louis. St. Louis or Colorado. I think we're playing St. Louis, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so we got the St. Louis Blues first round. Obviously, we're going to be simulating everything next episode, but yeah, no, that's the team we're going up against. Should be a fun series, to say the least. They got some good defense too, man. My gosh. Okay. So looking forward to that series. This is evenly matched. It's going to be fun. So that's all coming up in episode 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. I hope you're looking forward to seeing us potentially win a cup with Winnipeg. I don't know if it's going to be this season, next season. Qualifying for the playoffs is a good start. So not just qualifying, but almost winning the President's Trophy. We actually won the Western Conference. So yeah, pretty good first episode, first season with the Winnipeg Jets. That's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Etanyos signing out, and see ya.